Hi, my name is Miss Priester, and I am the Instructional Technology Resource Teacher at Manassas Park High School and Middle School. Today I'm going to show you how to get started with WeVideo. In your Chrome browser, go to www.wevideo.com and it will take you to this page. Here you will click on the G and sign in with your Google account. Click on your school Google account, and then you will have the dashboard. This is the area where you will first come in and see everything that you have done in WeVideo. If this is your first time using WeVideo, you may not have any videos under recent edits, and that's okay. As you begin to use WeVideo and create videos, you will see the ones that you have recently worked on. Up at the top, you also have some options. You have create a new edit, and it says blank edit underneath it. This is the one that you most likely will be using, and you will be creating videos from scratch. Your teacher may also ask you to choose from a template, and then the templates are set up with backgrounds and music and different transitions already, and this may be what your teacher wants you to do instead. This is what the edit mode of WeVideo looks like. First thing, let me start with the tracks over here. This is where you can add video and audio. So anything that has a video label on it, this is where you can put pictures and videos. Anything that has an audio on it, this is where you can put music. And you can also add your own voiceovers, and that will actually be added on as a track. So I'll go over those a little bit more here in a second. Let me show you some of the tabs up here at the top. The first tab is actually the library. This is where you can search for videos or pictures or really anything that's inside of WeVideo. So let's say I am going to look up space. So now it shows me all of the different videos and pictures that it has on space. It shows me up here in the corner how long this is. So this is 12 seconds long, this one. If I click on it, it will preview it for me over here in the larger viewing window. And I can pause that, and I could always pick another one. I can also use the filtering features up here. So maybe I just want to find images. So I can do that and then just find a picture instead. If I wanted to use this, I can then drag it down to the track that I want to use it on. You can see that I can just add in anything that I'm looking for. So even if I'm doing videos, I can just drag the videos to either one of the tracks. My next tab at the top is my media tab. This is where I can import my own pictures and videos, making sure that it's copyright free and I have permission to use the material. I'll explain more about that later. If I click on the import button on the media tab, I can upload anything that I have saved on my computer. I can also import files from Google Drive by clicking on the Drive icon. Next, if I click on the record button, I can record my screen or use my web camera to record myself or use both features at the same time. And the narrate button allows me to do voiceovers. The next tab is for text, where I can add titles or text for explanations. Right now, I'm in the motion folder where I can view all of the text that has animation. The static folder has text that is stationary and does not move. I recommend using the first option, the basic text, if you have to type a sentence. Remember, on videos, you don't want a lot of text for the audience to read. It's better to do a voiceover and show visuals. The in-season folder shows animations for different holiday events, and the callouts folder shows speech bubbles and arrows. To add text, I will select the option I want and drag it to one of my video tracks. Then double-click on the text option that you brought down to the track to change the text font and font color. Make sure you're on the speech bubble tab at the top. To change the text size, click on the next tab, the Transform tab, and use the scale slider to make the text smaller or larger. You can also click the preview window and drag the text to a different spot. Click on the Audio tab to add music and sound effects. Make sure to drag your audio to the audio track. The next button is for transitions, but before I show you how to add one, I need to show you how to split a clip and cut it if you have any mistakes or extra areas of silence. I can do this by selecting the footage and then using the playhead, that's this blue thing right here, drag it along my footage and find the beginning part of the area that I want to cut out and click on the scissors on my playhead. Then I'll find the end part I want to cut out and make sure that again my footage is selected and then click the scissors once again. This now has highlighted the part that I want to cut out and I can select it and hit delete on my keyboard or click the trash can right above the clip. I would also need to make sure that I move any other pieces of footage right next to that piece of footage so that I don't have any gaps in between the video part of my footage. It can also help to zoom in on the timeline to see the clips easier. Next is transitions. I can preview transitions before adding them to my video by clicking on an option and viewing in the preview window. To add a transition, I need to drag it in between two clips. You can see here that I have two clips broken up by this line. Drag the transition to this spot and then let go. The last tab is backgrounds. Backgrounds are good to put behind text or an image that doesn't take up the whole screen. One of the really cool things about WeVideo is I can put in a background and then I could put in a title on top of it. So I have to make sure that these are on two different tracks, and when I play them together, I can have my title on top of my background. You also have themes, and this is something that you need to have something already on your tracks before you can add the theme to it. So this one's Icy Blast. This will already have music and transitions put in for me, and then it will add it to what I have as well. And then I can just click use this theme if I wanted to use that, or click out of it if I don't want to use it. The last thing you need to know is when you're finished with your video, you will need to click on the Finish tab and then create a title for your video. And then click Set. Then choose how you're exporting this. If you have created a video, click the video option. If you have created a podcast, click on Audio Only, or click on GIF if you created an animated GIF. Then select the resolution. I usually try to use the higher resolution for better quality, but you may need a lower resolution if viewers don't have a good internet connection. Then decide where the finished product will be exported to. You can export in WeVideo and then download or share it to your Google Drive, where a WeVideo folder will be created and a copy of the finished product will be automatically added. Teachers can also choose to have the video go to YouTube. Then click Export. Thanks for watching this introduction to WeVideo. If you have any questions, please comment below.